So I don't look down. Every single one of you.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
I can't even see you because I don't look down.
I'm not leaving. The show goes on. This is my home. They're gonna need a wrecking ball to take me out of here.
Don't look down.
Good timing, everybody, whether it's morning, evening, or in between, wherever you are in the world today. Welcome to Unwrecked Traders. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe and join us to share ideas, strategies, and learn together to make better trades. This is not financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. This is strictly my thoughts and ideas, so let's get that crypto. All right, everybody. Taking a look into Ethereum today by request of a Discord user. And we're on the monthly ETH right now. So we have resistance at 4,900, a support at 2,715. No targets at this time on the monthly. Basically just range bound between these two periods. Going into the weekly. Going into weekly right now, we have resistance at 3,575. Support at 3,089 and possible target of 2,783. With the drop from yesterday, we came down, we hit the support line, tried to make it to the 10, failed. The support held it in, and right now we're just in between this range bound right here, 3,570 to 3,000. This is a possible target as the 10 has come down. You can see here, so 10 in the quasi has come down into the range, so this will be a possible target, but we do have to break the support of the 50 Bollinger Band up top here. Going into the daily, on the daily right now we have resistance at 38.25, a support at 33.05, and we do have the 100 just above it at 33.45, but because the 200 is a stronger support, I just included that one and kind of ignored this one. So we do have a possible target of 3,023, which was more or less hit here on the daily drop yesterday. And I'm just going to leave it in for now. The 100 and 200 are just above the quasi at about 110, 120 area. If they do break down and come in, then we can see the 2,600 or 2,470 area to be hit. But again, we have the support here, which is holding price up. And until this gets broken, we won't be coming down here. On the 4-hour chart, right now on the 4-hour, we have a possible target of 34.87. There is a little bit of resistance right here at 34.76, so just below with the 100 SMA right here. We do have resistance above at 36.70, and even though the white Bollinger Band here is support, I just included the 100 down here, so at 3,100. So as of right now, we look at the quasi. The 20 has come up into the range, so we're going to be looking for the possible target above here once we can get through these two resistances, basically. The 50 right here is almost up and through, so we'll see if it continues to climb up. If it does, then we can break through this band here, come up, and what might actually happen on the 4-hour is price will come up, hit this resistance, and come back down. So we'll see how that plays out on the 1-hour. On the 1-hour right now, we have resistance is just above price here at 34.77 and 34.94. Support down at 33.30. The 10 has come up above the range. So what might happen here as well is price might climb up a little bit higher. If not, it'll probably come back down through the 10 here. So that'll be a possible target once this does come back down, and then retest this support of the 50 lower Bollinger Band and then come back up. We do have a possible target on the 50 on the 1 hour. So what I'm kind of expecting to see happen would be something probably maybe just a little bit up. Could hit there, back to support, and then through to the possible target here, which is coming down on the 1 hour. So in 4 hours time, we could be sitting like here, basically. So we'll be down a little bit as this slowly comes down like this. So that is the 1 hour. We're going to go into Trendlines. So we'll remove the machine here, come back into the 4 hour, and then reset the scale. So I can see where I'm coming from here. So basically, from the 43, well, let's just say 4,400 top, coming down, lower high here. Drew my trend line once we got this lower high. We have the accumulation cylinder or rising wedge coming up. Once we broke this trend line here, that was our buy signal for our up. And I'm going to come into the 1 hour now. And on the 1 hour, when we were up into this, well, I guess could be an ascending triangle, I guess, but into this wedge here or triangle, I put in some buy and sell lines, and I was looking for a buy above this line and below this sell. So when it did break through, we came right down to the bottom of this rising wedge. And not only did we fall to the bottom of it, we broke through it. And then if we continued our trend line from here across, it hit it perfectly, came back up, tried to come back into the wedge, failed, down, and now we're just retesting it again. So really be a break of our last lower low, which is probably in and around 33.44, or the break of this trend line up for higher. So could more or less, to play it safe, do that. Above there, buy, below there, sell. And that'd be the safe. So I was expecting it to come down as I had a lower target on the Bitcoin. So I was expecting a drop down. And if I bring up the Nexus lower time frames, remove the trend lines, we had our naked monthly down here. So this was my target, 3274-ish area. So that was my target. That was my magnet target for the month. Price broke down. Right now we're sitting on the top of the monthly. We had a new daily. Price moved up into the daily and got rejected. Right now we're still below the daily, so we could see a possible drop to the previous day low or a daily S1. If it does come into the daily range and then break above, we could be seeing a daily R1 previous day high. So it really all depends on how this wants to play out, and you can use whatever TA you guys want to use to determine which direction this is going to go into, whether it goes up or down. So grab your favorite oscillator and determine which way it wants to go. Right now on the 1 hour for the quasi, it is weighted to the upside. However, we're still above the 0.7 line. So if this did come down into the blue and then back up into the green, and this is weighted to the downside, which is currently up, but well, let's just do it how we see it. This comes down, back up into the plus above the 0.7. This is weighted to the upside right now, so we would see an upwards move. And if I look back through time, you can kind of see it more. So we'll look at this little area right here. So came down into the blue, back up across the 0.7. As across the 0.7, we were weighted to the upside, and then we had our upper move. And same thing over here. Last one, well, we can go here actually. So came down above the 0.7, waited to the upside, and up we went. So this example here, waited to the downside, came up into from the black to the blue. So we're looking for a down. Once it comes in, 0.7, confirmation, waited to the downside, down we went. And it wasn't very much, but if you took it from basically, well, you'd have to take it from here for a close on a bot, you'd be looking at 2% profit. So that's the TA for today on Ethereum. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hit the like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.